Hello, good evening, one and all, and welcome to the next instalment of RSF1 Season 2 with the F2 division. I am Primus Gaming, and joined with me once again is Element Snow, aka RSF1 Skadoosh.
Hello, and we're back.
Welcome back, mate.
How are we?
Very, very good. Very, very good, man. And I've got a cornetto that's freezing my hand off right now, so very good at the moment. As you guys could gather from the loading screen, we're quite light on cars today, as a few people have are not allowed to attend today due to behaviour or actions in the previous Grand Prix. So we only have 14 cars for today's Japanese Grand Prix. And that means, ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to get an intense start to Q1. We're only going to have 14 cars, so no one is going to be knocked out of Q1. Everyone's guaranteed a 100% chance of getting into Q2. That's if they don't crash by their own means. If they crash by their own means, that's how the cookie crumbles.
It's just unlucky, isn't it? Evening, Tomo. How are you? Yeah, it's going to be a good one tonight.
Toby. Oh my God!
Oh, rain.
Wet from the start! Uh-oh, that's not good. I'm just going to say, right here, right now, this is a beautiful, beautiful view for me because RSF1 is kind of aware, mainly the comms. I've recently got myself a brand new television, and oh my God, the picture quality is crisp. It is absolutely crisp. Like... the reflections of the DHL signs and the F1 signs is by absolutely smack on. You know, it's perfect. So there you go. Not everyone has to go out on the track. You are more than allowed to retire if you don't feel it's worth it at all. As you can see, RSF1 Brundle and Shane have followed in that regard. So... ladies and gentlemen, if Q1 ends very abruptly and quickly, do not be surprised because these guys don't need to go out. They are more than safe at the moment. Even Seal, who's in plumb dead last for the start of Q1, there's no way in hell Seal's getting knocked out unless he crashes.
Yeah, 100% right there. But, right, let me quickly go through the comments. So Jamie J is pepper me as king. Where do I begin? The man makes me sing with joy. I'm not gonna lie. I'll pepper me or die. And then Carlin says dry race. Seal, we would like to know the weather, please. Afternoon reefer. Petronus, why are you on 14 tonight? Because you're gonna have to explain yourself again, Primus.
So to answer the question, free drivers are not allowed to attend. I'm not going to say... Well, I'm just going to say we're missing the two Toro Rossos, and we don't have any reserves, so obviously we're going to have to make do with the 14 that we have. Obviously, people are going to not have such an entertaining Q1 session, but in the end, you know, there's nothing we can do. We've only got the 14 cars, so we keep it going.
Yeah, we do. There we go then. The doctor, good luck everyone. It's VR46. There we go. He says good luck to everyone. Hashtag Alpha, hashtag Turbo, hashtag Alpha. That's about it. Alright.
So two cars have decided to utilise a little bit of downtime in Q1. Yep, rapid sprays. Looks like both the racing points are utilising this time. So Andrew Alpha, the lone Red Bull for today, same with the lone Mercedes, Josh, have decided to retire. They're feeling pretty good as they are. They don't really feel the need to go out. Both the Williams have retired. Schumacher is still currently in the session. He's not retired yet. Agreeable Racer, he's actually still in the session as well. Both McLaren, the Renault, and one Ferrari. So we've still got both the Alfa Romeo as well, yeah. So
yeah,
rapid sprays.
I did a race. I did a race Friday against rapid sprays in another league, and it was around here. Let's just say that at the end of the race, if it wasn't for the safety car, he would have won by around 8 seconds on me. So either he's looking extremely quick, or I'm looking extremely slow. But either way, let's see how he does tonight in a Ferrari. As gets a bit sideways a bit there, going into the S's. You can really tell the difference. That's not very nice, no, is it? I don't know, bro, what
Well,
do you mean?
do you remember the 2019 Japanese Grand Prix, the real one? Due to the typhoon that they had, like really horrible weather, they actually had to do qualifying and the race in the same day. It's the only time I've ever known them to do a qualifying session and the race in the same day, and that's actually really hard on the drivers because you got to invest. And it's the same times that apply to, like how RSF1 is. Obviously, 18 minutes in Q1, then you get 15 minutes in Q2, and then 12 minutes in Q3. So the drivers have to spend a good 45 minutes in the cars. And I'm just saying, obviously, as league racers, all we have to do is maybe use our rigs, if we've got rigs, or controllers. We'll be all right. But these guys have to take a good 5 to 7 G just throwing themselves around in the cars. And then for like another 2 hours later, they have to race. And they'd be knackered.
I mean, they're getting paid very well for it, so I wouldn't mind doing that as well.
I mean, that is true, but like, I'd be knackered if I was put through that.
I would go for a jog afterwards, yeah. And then Rapids Race with 142.19. I don't actually know if that's good or not. We're going to have to watch one of the racing points. As Peppermint's in the pits now, so he's retired.
Baseline, and it's the same with the Mauda Cash. He's actually on the track, but I don't. He looks like he's just going on an in-lap. He's not got any ERS on. So one of the Pink Panthers is deciding to concede in. Actually, let's have a little chat about something else. This is a little topic of conversation because obviously we've got a little bit of downtime on our hands as well, Element, even though we're on the stream. So. Did you so if you guys want to catch this as well, it's on the official F1 YouTube channel. There was a video of random acts of heroism within Formula 1 since it basically started being televised. What would you say is your favourite heroic moment?
It's going to be... I don't know the other guy's name. It's going to be the one Senna saved. Can't remember
Eric
his name.
Comas.
Comas, yeah. When he crashed in Belgium, and he had the foot on the clutch, not the clutch, the
no, that was
throttle.
the accelerator.
Yeah,
oh,
throttle,
DRS is enabled.
To be fair,
It's still raining.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So it would have been. That's probably the one. So then, yeah, that's probably the one. And then of course, Comas couldn't do the same thing. Couldn't return the favour when Imola happened, and he retired because of it. He couldn't save it, could he?
Yeah, Eric Comas's Formula 1 career came to an end as the man who saved his life 2 years prior, as you said. Obviously, he arrived. He couldn't do anything anyways because Ayrton Senna, his injuries were too severe. But there was also another moment where I forgot the name, but there's one famous Formula 1 video. It's quite graphic, so I wouldn't recommend watching it unless you really want to. But I wouldn't, because it's like if you were watching a man die. But basically, there was a crash where, and this is like maybe 60s, 70s. The car rolled and it bursted into flames, and it was upside down. And one of the Formula 1 drivers ran onto the track and was basically trying his best to turn the overturned wreckage over to try and free the driver who was trapped inside. Because the marshals didn't actually have any protective gear, they couldn't actually go near, and they wouldn't. It was too risky. So the driver put himself on the line. He suffered major burns on his hands, as well as trying to get a fire extinguisher to try and save him. Sadly, he couldn't do it, but he was awarded, I think it was the George Cross or the Victoria Cross, which is one of the highest, one of the biggest awards for acts of heroism. But the driver still feels he could have done more if he had the marshal's support. But at the time, safety features, there's not really much you could do in those kind of incidents. No. But it was random act of heroism that secure people's names in the history books. Like Ayrton Senna, he's known as being like a massive hothead in racing. Classic saying. When he crashed into Prost in the Japanese Grand Prix that he won the championship on because they both retired. Senna said, if you don't go for it, if there's a gap and you don't go for it, you're not a racing driver, and which is true. But he stood by that, even though it ended quite bad for him and Prost.
Yeah.
But he had a heart of gold.
Yeah, so it just shows you're two different completely persons in, when it comes to the race and afterwards. Right, let me quickly go for the chat. As we have Dyslexic saying, hello, Dyslexic. Quexel says, good luck, Pepper. So there's Dyslexic, so there's Camo. Hello, Magic Marks. Good luck.
Oh, that's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah, he says hello and good luck to the races.
Good to hear from you, Magic Man. If you guys don't know, Magic Marks is actually the Season 1 F2 champion. So give him a wave in the chat, guys, for the F2 champion.
And then we have, of course, Vittel, Evening Jets, hashtag Banana Squad.
Yeah, we're actually on board with the only car that's left on the grid for the Japanese Grand Prix Q1 session, and that is RSF1 Seal. So as it stands on the table, I don't know, it's not really too relevant, but I might as well while we've got a little moment. Currently sitting on first place is Rapid Sprays with a 141.9. RSF1 Seal in second place with a 146.7. Brundle third with no time set at all. Schumacher fourth, Lukey fifth, Gribble Racer sixth, Peanut seventh, Josh eighth, Shane ninth, and Amanda Cash rounds off the top 10. Peppermeat 11th, Bresner 12th, championship leader, actually extended his lead last week after getting a really good result in Russia. Andrew Alpha 13th, and Jace Lee rounds off the grid.
Yeah. Magic Mark says, I'm making a return to the seat. Ooh.
Oh, okay. Oh! If he gets back in a race seat, I cannot wait. I remember when Magic Marks and oh my God, Skunk Burner and Magic Marks. Good God, these guys
Schumacher
could
as well.
put on a fight. Yeah, I remember last year in Spain. It was from the entire start. Actually, no, it was a 4 until
there we are.
Cross Kerry had an off. It was Magic Marks, Skunk Burner, Jace Lee. No, Cross Kerry was an F2 driver. I think I remember Cross Kerry was F2. No, it wasn't Cross Kerry. Yeah, so it was Jace Lee, Magic Marks, and Skunk Burner. But anyways, yeah, so they were going on, they're battling. Schumacher gets the best overtake of the season that Bodder and I agreed on. And then famously on the last lap, Skunk Burner loses it. Then costs him a podium. But then Skunk Burner took some time away, and Magic Marks did what James Hunt did in like sort of similar to how like Nicky Lauda and James Hunt's situation went. Obviously, while Nicky was out of action for a while, he wasn't around. James Hunt got to score some valuable points to open up the championship lead. And then the moment Skunk Burner returns, it does not make it easy for the Magic Man.
No, he doesn't, does he?
A little bit of RSF1 history.
Japan moment, Senna and Prost 10-1 F1 1989. And then Vettel says, greatest F1 moment, Maldonado wins in Spain 2012. For God's sake. Right.
No, greatest F1 moment, Kevin Magnussen gets a podium in 2014.
Right, here we go. We're now going to get some guys up this time, which is good. So we've got the Peppermeat, first one out, followed by Josh. Peppermeat is on the softs, so is Josh. It's quite a lot of people on the softs, aren't they? I think it might be a soft medium start.
It depends, because only 4 cars are going for the soft compound tyre. The medium compound tyre. No, 5 cars, and the rest are running on the softs. It all really depends on what the weather's going to be like. Is the weather going to be a mild start, but maybe rain at the end? Obviously, we don't have a weather report, so we can't inform you guys, the audience, of what is going on. But Peppermeat, a crowd favourite. He is now going around the hairpin in the second sector as he will be soon beginning his flying lap. So, I have to say, he's not really... I don't think he's in the championship battle But Peppermeat has really earned himself a good rep, you know, with a load of people supporting him. Not just Racing Point team members, you know, fellow teammates. It's actually a load of other people from other teams in all of RSF1, and they support this guy like crazy.
I mean, if you look at the chat right now, the chat was going mental.
Well, the crowd, RSF1's hero is now going across the line to begin his flying lap. So here we go on board with Peppermeat as he now goes down the start-finish straight in the Racing Point. Here he comes into turn 1. You have to be very flat out into turn 1, get a nice wide berth going through, and you can maintain the speed going through the S's in the first sector. You've got to be very careful though, because if you catch the curbs coming into this corner here, it can send you into this. As I said it, Peppermeat actually catches it as I said it. So that's where the warning comes through for you, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, the RSF1 hero has backed off, so we have to now concede the screen time to the next lap time that's on its way, which is Josh in the Mercedes. He is now approaching the same corner that Peppermeat had just touched. He obviously didn't suffer that same problem, so the Mercedes keeps on moving forward. So he actually purples the first sector, but obviously he's the first car to actually be setting a lap time, so we won't know if that will be a really good or a bad lap time, so I have to wait and see when more times actually get pushed out. Into the hairpin we go. Josh is now catching up to the Racing Point of Peppermeat, but it looks like Peppermeat lets him go. Very nice work from him. And now the Mercedes pushes on through the right-hander in the second sector. So you have to keep on board with this guy. Also, I think I remember back before, I forgot what Grand Prix it was, but I think, yeah, it was 2005, I think, or 2006 when Alonso actually took, I think it was either Alonso or Schumacher. Yeah, that was a really legendary moment, you know, Renault power versus Ferrari power. And here we go, through 130R goes Josh, season 4, now into the chicane where Ayrton Senna and Alain Prost both crashed when they were both in McLaren. Prost was out, Senna got pushed to keep going, but was then further disqualified from the Japanese Grand Prix. And then here comes a 129.1. Wow, that is the baseline for today. Obviously, we normally get the baseline going into the beginning of the session, but that is the first time.
Schumacher's the next one.
Here we go. As we was talking about Michael Schumacher, F1 legend. No, that's actually Bresner, I think, that's beginning his lap. And yeah, so Schumacher, he's named himself after the Formula 1 legend, or David/Mick Schumacher, his family, going into the pits.
Right, Peanut is the next one then.
Continue.
And let's look at this sideways into the last corner.
Oh, 129.1, but he's exactly 0.08 of a second slower than Josh. So Williams sets us off in second place. Not beating the Mercedes though. Oh, who just beats the Mercedes by 0.2 of a second. So instantly, McLaren puts himself up there.
He does it. So
next car.
And we'll race at purple sector 2. It's good. This is good for the McLaren. I'm not the best of luck this past couple of races. Let's see what they can do. This race.
Fourth place.
3 on the mediums.
On the medium tyre. That's not bad. Let's keep an eye on the next Racing Point. No, he's not anywhere near yet. Peppermeat.
Gonna come across the line. Second.
Oh, second place! What a lap!
I guess you're right. Right, Tomek Resina then.
Next is Tomek Bresner.
Tomek Resina across the line. Fourth, the 129.1 on the
championship leader. He's still looking very good though. He's got his teammate Schumacher now leaving the pits. Next is a Red Bull of Andrew Alpha.
Right then.
Oh, he's only starting his lap.
Oh, sector 2 yellow flag. That's just
yellow flags in the second sector. I think someone's had an off.
Basically, just let one of the rounds go through. I think that's sealed. They're currently on lap. He is there. Right then, seal. Across.
Let's keep on board of Andrew Alpha as he makes his way through the S's. Oh, we actually had an off. I think we've got a racing point that's gone off.
Do we? I think so.
Oh, very wide!
One of the cash. 7th.
Oh.
Let's have a look at Andrew Alpha.
Yep. Apologies for the background noise. The man with the cash puts himself up to 7th. The 4 nicknames this man's got, and more to come if you're Bodder. But Josh, Josh actually made a meme about the commentator making many nicknames for him. Obviously, Josh S04 is his name, but me and Bodder instantly started calling him Season 4. Oh! I need to get invited back. It just kicked me. Oh no. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back in just a second. Looks like my game just kicked me out. Not good. Yeah, just a crash for me. I got kicked out of the lobby. Brief pause. Apologies. We'll be back in. We'll be back in shortly. Sorry about that. Just kicked me out. No reason. Just kicked me out. Stream's up and running though. We'll get back in this action. Hello, Element.
Yep, hello, sorry about that. Right, yeah, we're back.
Just kicked me
all
out.
Good. The stream's still going. It's all good.
Yeah, stream's still going.
Same thing as last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, but we're all still good. We're all still up and running. Going into Q2.
Grant says 4K doing wonders there for us.
Well, it's not the 4K TV. Come on.
I think you're a bit. I think you love it too much now.
It does. If you all heard the background noise just a brief moment ago, my family were actually admiring the quality of 4K as well as doing my commentating session.
Right, Schumacher next one across the line on the mediums to see what he can do. His
Here we
teammate
go, Schumacher.
kind of just slapped on the softs, but his best is
It's a shame he doesn't have RSF1 Barrichello as his teammate. Only 10th fastest for Schumacher, but a 29.7.
Okay. Rapid Race is the next one.
Aha, there we go. One of the Ferraris is now coming across into the 130-yard corner. He's looking very quick on those medians, but can he keep this pace maintained? Obviously, the Ferrari could sit a little bit more easy going into Q1, but obviously Q2 can't sit so easy now because he's in 14th position. Rapid Race puts himself up into 6th, faster than the majority of the soft compound runners. Looking very good.
12. And now Brundle, the other Ferrari. 12!
Oh, only 12th fastest. Oh, he's still got some time to get that car back around and get the softs on. Otherwise, this Ferrari could be starting in 12th. We have to wait and see. I spoke to Brundle just momentarily before the beginning of the Japanese Grand Prix, and he actually is dreading wet starts or the wet weather. He's dreading it. He doesn't want it. Not doing his rain dance today, lads.
Q1 though.
Yeah, he didn't have to do Q1. If he had to do Q1, then it would have been pushed way out of his comfort zone.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Right, the stream's all good. Is the stream alright for everyone?
Should be good, hopefully.
It is good, yeah. I'm just checking what they think. Alright, yeah. So now we're just waiting for everyone else to live the spot.
Pushing away the cones. Schumacher going across the chicane, just kicking some cones across the track. Just I don't like cones.
Right, 3 people are leaving the pits. It is...
Safety car out. Safety car for some cones.
Jay Locker says the stream is fine. Primus, that's good. Right, so
very
remember the cash is on that lap. So is a racer, and
crash.
so Andrew Alpha, but permanently is on a lap. Just let you know.
He's currently 3rd fastest in Q2. Jay Sleeve still takes top of the table. Andrew Alpha is 2nd, and Pepper Meat is 3rd. So definitely some good pace is being shown by Pepper. We'll have to keep an eye on him as he's now going through the S's where he oh God! But he's still valid. He's still got he's backed off again. He just can't seem to get through the S's that well. But then again, it's extremely difficult. We're trying to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, on the pad especially.
Oh dear. This could be bad. Well, Brundle's just ran out of fuel, and he's limping back to the pits. Will he have enough time to actually do a lap?
I think he will. Yeah, he will.
He might just. He'd be scraping, you know, it'd just be biting the bullet but he'll just get there. The Mercedes of Josh, who was previously sitting first place in Q2, is now gone back out again onto the soft compound tyre, and he's looking to put himself up into a high position or just to secure safety for this qualifying session. But it looks like Josh Season 4 or S04 will definitely be getting into Q3 depending on how he drives for this next lap. Looks like we've got McLaren had a little bit of a struggle going up ahead. Schumacher, he has to get a good position. He needs to get into Q2, otherwise he will not be challenging his championship rival, his own teammate, going into the start of the race. He'll have to put that work in. He can still do it, but he'll have a lot of work ahead of him.
Yeah, he will. Lukey though. Going across the line. Sixth fastest.
Oh, sixth fastest. Very, very good work. Agreeable Racer. No, that's not Agreeable Racer. That's Jay Slee. He's the next McLaren across the line, but he's not really close yet. Shane has retired happily where he is. He's not feeling like it's going to be
I think he'll be fine though.
Problem. I think he's safe. So now we got a Williams. I think that might be.
Schumacher
no, that's not Lukey,
and
that's
Luke
Pina.
are the only ones that are actually doing their fastest lap on the mediums.
They're dedicating, but the thing is Luke is the only one that's actually pulled it off.
Well, Schumacher still needs to do a lap. See how he does it, but right, let's see.
That little bump, by the way, on the very last curve, that's very, very easy to catch him out. Oh, the man with the cash! Third! Racing Jason puts himself up. Here we go.
Yeah, exactly.
Some more cars now beginning their laps as Tomek Bresner, the championship leader, now makes his way through the S's section of the track. However, Josh Season 4, he's actually invalidated. Oh dear. But I don't think he's got too much to worry about. I think he might be okay.
Maybe.
Peppermeat.
Pepper now.
Oh, Peppermeat! The hero of F2, the fan favourite, takes top of the table at 28.932.
No, don't Mercedes spot it! Oh! That's when we damage in the middle of the track. Get out the way.
Careful! Turn the car back around, turn the car back. Good. If you don't turn the car back around long enough and keep facing the wrong way, the game will punish you. Oh, Jay Slee! Not letting Peppermeat keep that spotlight.
3/10. He's took away 3/10. Oh my god.
We got a limping Williams as well. Limping Williams.
We do. But we also have another Williams behind. Catching up very swiftly to set his time.
Oh, is Lukey going to obstruct his teammate? No, he's not. Going into the chicane. Oh, very good.
Gets a hit.
Get the car out of the way quickly.
Pina.
Do not obstruct WR Pina. As Pina goes second fastest. Well done to Pina. And Lukey. Oh, Bresner's actually gone in.
Yeah,
if
he's got wing damage.
Schumacher or Brundle goes faster than Bresner.
Schumacher, 12 beyond.
Schumacher doesn't do it. Schumacher doesn't do it. It's all on Brundle, Agreeable, and Seal to knock down the championship leader. Rapid Sprays is on the car, currently on a flying map through the S's.
Racer isn't. Oh, Racer's backed out.
Yeah, Agreeable Racer's not setting down Bresner.
Seal.
Brundle, however, is still going for it.
Yeah, let's have a look at how Seal does it. The cash is retired.
Cash retires. Feels safe.
Seal.
It all rides on the championship leader's hopes of staying up. Will Seal beat the time? He does! Bresner, the championship leader, and his teammates start side by side and out of Q2.
It's not over because Brundle's on a lap.
Indeed, Ferrari round 130R. He has to get better than than Tomek Bresner, and also he might knock his teammate out if he does better than a 129. Schumacher, no, look at Bresner and Rapid Sprays matching times. Brundle goes sixth fastest. Ferrari in Q3. It all rides on Rapid Sprays.
Wait, Rapid Sprays
double Ferrari in the top 10. That's his second sector by Rapid Sprays. Round the last corner he goes. Can this Ferrari get himself into Q3 with his teammate? Yes, he can! On top of the table!
28.3, this guy is different gravy.
Lukey was almost safe on those mediums, but he's out of Q2 as well. Shane just narrowly makes it in. Josh gets into P9, Maldakash 8th, Brundle 7th, Andrew Alpha 6th, Peppermeat 5th, Peanut 4th, Seal 3rd. Very good lap from Seal, by the way. Jaisley 2nd, but look at this, man. Rapid Sprays again at the top of the table, but this is a Q2, keep in mind. We've only just gotten into bloody Q2.
Right, who should we get in?
Oh my god. I'd say we should get Schumacher in.
Okay then, let's get Schumacher in. Well, I'll invite him while you do the your stuff. Just go through the grid if you haven't
Roger
already.
that. So, as you can see, the top 10 that I just went through, once we get to see the table on the screen, I'll go over the drivers that are knocked out of the qualifying session into Q3. Do keep in mind, obviously, no cars were eliminated in the first qualifying session because there was not enough cars to be knocked out. And obviously, the cars now in Q2. Agreeable Racer in the McLaren, where his teammate starts second, Agreeable starts 14th. Dead last on the grid for today's race. Schumacher is a battle against his championship rival, Bresner. Luckily, the work won't be so bad because he's right behind his teammate in 12th. And Lukey, the one car that almost nailed it on the medium compound tyre, only misses out by 32 thousandths of a second behind Shane. But that is the top, or that is the rest of the grid. And welcome to the virtual comms box, Schumacher. Please make sure you included your audio.
All done with.
Okay. Right, well, we wait for Schumacher.
Once he's ready, I'll let you ask the questions, Element.
Thank you. Right, on to Q3 we go.
I'll let you ask away.
Indeed.
So now, we've got both Ferraris, one Williams, one Merc, both the Renault, which is a
both the
sight to see.
Toeps.
So, yeah, both the so 2 Ferraris, 2 Renaults, 2 Toeps. Obviously, the odd ones out is the one odd Williams, one odd Merc, and one odd Red Bull. Oh yeah, and the one odd McLaren.
One odd McLaren. Yeah. Right. Schumacher, you ready? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, mate.
Hello, mate. Right, you tick the box for good, yeah?
Yeah, all done.
Okay. So, not the best qualifying for you today. Q1 was a bit of a weird one for you. You just retired straight away. How do you think for this track then? Because you and your teammate and Luke tried to go through on the mediums. Are you still going to go? You know, you're still going to try and start on the mediums as well, even though you've been knocked out.
Yeah, I'll still start on fresh mediums, mate. So at the start of the race, the softs feel terrible. So I'll gain more time on the softs at the end of the race. So to be honest, mate, it's everyone in front of me is on softs in the top 10. So yeah, I've no issues about that.
So your aim today is just to keep it clean, make some good overtakes the second stint, and keep it, and then beat your teammate, of course, to get that gap closer.
Yeah, the main target's Tomic. We'll just try and score as many points as we can. But yeah, it should be a good race, mate. So hopefully I can make my way through the grid. So just try and keep in touch while these softs die.
Yeah, just keep in touch for about 7, 8 laps. Is there anyone that's boring you today with the pace?
From what I've seen, not really, mate, to be honest. Not with the times that I've been set so far.
Okay.
I've seen the guys go quicker in practice sessions, so it's whether they're not showing all the pace at the minute or what, but I've seen them go quicker this week.
Okay. Promise, you have any questions for Schumacher?
So Schumacher, obviously, considering you're starting behind your teammate, obviously your work against your teammate's not going to be as hard as we originally thought, because we thought Bresner was going to get into Q3, but then thanks to the Ferraris and Seal, obviously he's now set down right in front of you.
Yeah.
How about for the rest of this season, though? You've still got quite a few races to go. Are you still confident that you could beat your teammate in the championship?
Yeah, I think if I weren't confident, man, I may as well throw the towel in now, Anna. So we'll just take it race by race and keep pushing. And I think the best thing we can do is get the F2 constructors wrapped up as quick as we can, and then we can concentrate on the drivers' battle.
It's true. I mean, last year in F4, I think everyone can remember, the F4 division was the only division to actually drag on the constructors and the drivers all the way to the bitter end. Other than everyone else who wrapped it up perfectly like a few races prior.
Yeah, it is because while that's still in play, mate, we still need to help each other as much as we can. So once that's completely out of the way, then we can just concentrate on battling them.
It's racing,
so
pure
for
racing.
The first little bit, you know, you're going to be good teammates, but when one of the constructors is done, you're going to turn into Hamilton and Rosberg, basically.
Pretty much, mate. Yeah.
And that's when you're going to really pull out the stops in terms of a strategy to beat your teammate.
Oh, Pepper third.
Before you go, your prediction for the top 3.
In the race, we're in quality.
Oh!
I
mean, top 3 for Q3.
For Q3, I think I'm expecting, say, Rapid Sprays will be up there, Cash, and I think Josh has got a bit of pace as well, so I'm expecting him up there.
Okay. Hashtag Jig Merkin there, thank you.
There you go. Two spots have already been matched with Rapid Sprays first, Man with a Cash second, so now, obviously, Schumacher, we're waiting on to see if Josh can confirm that top 3. If you do, we'll buy you a pint. Obviously, when it's all done,
that, mate.
Promise, you said it, not me, mate. I haven't got money.
I'll get him a pint. You know, because if he's perfectly guessed it in that order, Rapid Sprays, Man with a Cash, and Josh, I will happily buy him a pint.
Well, anyway, Schumacher.
I can't shake on it with you, Schumacher.
No worries, buddy.
But virtual shake.
Oh, I'll get him in.
Oh,
yeah, but good luck, Schumacher, for the race. Have a good one.
Cheers, fella. You too, guys. In a bit.
Thank you. In a bit.
Enjoy. That's it. Alright, so that is the session as it is so far, and that was RSF1 Schumacher. Thank you for joining us. And then you had Rapid Sprays, who takes top of the table, but then he just lags out the session. He gets a 28.4, the Man with the Cash gets a 28.5, and then Seal gets a 28.9. I think that must be the same bug that happened to me, where I just got kicked out
with a 129.0. Right.
So currently at the moment, still looking very interesting.
Right,
there's a little bit of toe action going on between the racing points.
It's just not needed.
Sorry?
It's just so much going on in the chat right now. We don't need Kachao to get salty. If you have any problem with Kachao, just pop a message for your division head and he'll sort it out. Anyway,
would rather keep any profanity or any argument out of the stream, please. You know, everyone wants to enjoy the stream, have a good time, and if obviously someone's not having a good time,
for God's sake, why's everyone leaving session now?
I think this is Codemaster servers having a little bit of a rough day, but do keep in mind, everyone, due to the Peppermint just nearly loses it in the S's, due to the high volume of people gaming due to COVID-19. Obviously, some game servers will be a little bit hurt due to the high volume. Obviously, they're not meant to withstand such a huge amount in one go, so it will be expected. I mean, the stream had it, Rapid Sprays had it, and now Lukey just did as well.
Yeah, right. 5 minutes left, Jason Lee.
Oh my god! 3 lap hold soft, and he pushes himself up to a 28.5? Oh, if that man puts on fresh softs, Rapid Sprays might not be looking so safe up there.
I don't know, mate. I don't know.
We could be looking at, maybe a classic rivalry between McLaren and Ferrari, because do you remember, the most legendary rivalry was James Hunt, Niki Lauda, Ferrari versus McLaren. So we could be seeing a nice little old brood battle between the British team and the Italian team.
Let's see how these do. Right, anyway, is anyone on that Peppermint is about to start his lap? Oh no, he's just finished one, so he's going into the pits. Brundle is still yet to set time.
Might be waiting it out just as long as he can. Shane, however, is now doing his flying outlap. He's on the hairpin. It's looking pretty good at the moment, but he's just keeping it nice and easy. There you go, Lukey's back in. Good to see. Happy to have him back in.
Good.
Still, yeah, only 2 cars on track at the moment: a Renault and the McLaren.
Yep. Reefer Junior going at it. Oh, it's like Kachao and Reefer. Champ and Proms are going at it. Prime!
Prime, I'm not doing anything.
Don't worry, don't worry. Oh my god.
No, I'm not doing anything, I'm commentating.
I can't be arsed. I should probably take a break.
Only car now on track as it stands is the only banana car, the Renault of RSF1 Shane. 29.3 he did. That's a good lap though, but the problem is everyone is slowly edging into the 28s. So Shane needs to get a 28 for having any hope of going faster in this qualifying session to get a better starting position.
He did those beautifully. Let's see what he gets.
It's looking very tidy. Look at that.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good first sector.
Hairpin. I remember Kvyat's crash here. He rolled it, and that was quite a scary incident.
Right
Back in 2015 or 2016.
Was it 2015?
Yeah, it was 2015 because Kvyat did a full season for Red Bull and then like a half season, and then in 2016, and that's when Max Verstappen took over Daniel Kvyat's seat.
Right, Shane, sector 2, 7/10.
Oh, he's actually purpled the second sector.
Why is that not coming up with me? Hashtag joke, Matt, dissect it. Put it in the chat, please.
There we go.
Beautiful then.
RSF1
Shake it, Paul. Oh, that no traction coming in.
That little bump in the straight. Oh, he gets fourth. Very good. A 28.6. A very good lap from Shane in the Renault. That is beautiful.
Nice.
Here comes the rest of the pack. I don't think Shane has got enough fuel and time to do one more lap, so I'd say that is the end of Shane's qualifying session.
Oh, that's a gravel.
Oh my god! all the cars are on 1S section. Both the Renault, both the Ferrari, both the Mercedes-powered cars.
Yeah, so the Mercedes and Mercedes Junior of Racing Point.
Yeah.
Dissected with the hashtag joke. Beautiful. That's what I'd see.
We'll go on board with Jason once again because this man has proven that he is a danger to the current pole sitter of Q3, which is Rapid Sprays. This McLaren, he hasn't had such a good season thus far, but Jason today, he is on a roll. He is looking incredibly fast, and a massive attack is about to be done as he gets a slow run into the chicane to give himself a nice bit of a preparation to turn up his modes, and he is now pushing through the start-finish straight. We'll go on board with this McLaren as he goes across turn 1. Right. He's keeping it nice and tidy.
Peppermeat is now in the back straight, by the way.
Oh, is he actually on the flying lap? Oh, yeah, he is actually.
Yeah, he is.
We'll come back to this McLaren because this Racing Point is the first car to...
this could be good for...
oh, he is looking very quick.
Right then. Here we go.
And the crowd favourite do it.
Come across the line to set. Hey,
A
watch
P6.
He gets himself 6.
A very good lap from Peppermeat. So the crowd favourite will start in 6th place. Meanwhile,
the
go on board with the McLaren.
Yeah, the people's champ, man with the cash now, his teammate on a lap as well, and just below 110th, qualifying 3 is over. That's what we do. That's what he does.
Shane and Peppermeat are not able to set any more lap times. Those are the only 2 cars that confirmed that I'm not allowed to, or not allowed, I mean I'm not able to continue to do another lap. Man with the cash goes fastest! 28.3! Man with the cash has done it, but we have to wait and see because the next car that's about to cross the line is the next... Oh, no, he's backed off! Jason, he's backed off! He must have made a mistake.
Add you out for the next one.
I'm done. Red Bull... Honda Power, this is Honda's home Grand Prix. Can Honda Powered Honda Powered car put itself up the top of the table to please its home? Only 6th fastest. That's still good.
Josh and Peter are so close together. What the hell?
There's no obstruction. They're both still going for it. Josh is actually invalidated. Meanwhile, Peter goes second.
Josh at 1.30. Oh, that's a very good seal.
Seal. Seal! A 128.1! No, 128.3. Sorry. Seal!
Let's see rapid sprays
No,
then.
no rapid sprays. Let's go on board rapid sprays. He took
Can he
first
get his
place
pole position back?
in Q2.
Oh, Chris Lord going through it. No,
He doesn't. Brundle was the only car left to do something about this. Brundle goes down the start-finish straight, but he's actually, look at the lap time he's done. He can't even get himself at 10th place.
Horrendous. What the hell?
Oh my God. Who would have thought Seal would have started on the top of the grid?
That's all Seal.
Oh my God. Seal literally surprised the hell out of us. So, obviously, the only person that finished in the position that Schumacher guessed was the man with the cash. I guess I'll give him a shandy. I'll buy him a can of shandy from the shop and I'll just send it to him.
I'll get him a glass of water. You got one off.
just send him a bottle of still sparkling. Actually, tell you what, make your own homemade orangeade. Just get a bottle of sparkling, just stab some orange and then just send it in the post. Might be a little bit flat though by the time it reaches him.
Just get him like some cheap stuff. Last season F2.
Yeah, like 20p for the bottle.
I've just been told last season FT pod was a 128.0 and this season is a 128.3, so they've gone a little bit slower. What's the matter with ya?
But it was a Magic Man that did that lap, or Skunk Burner. But then those guys were in a league of their own. And Skunk is currently an F1 driver, so can't doubt that speed. So going over the top 10 for the start of the Japanese Grand Prix is Brundle in 10th. Josh is 9th. Peppermint 8th. Andrew Alpha 7th. So Honda Power will start 7th place without a teammate. Shane is 6th. Jace Lee 5th. Rapid Spray's 4th. So he's still in the top 2 rows. Peanut is in 3rd, so a very good lap from WR Peanut. Man with the Cash gets 2nd place, a very good lap indeed. But then just beating him by 0.04 of a second was Shane's teammate Seal. And I think this is one of the first times I've actually seen Seal out-qualify his teammate.
Really?
I don't think I remember seeing Seal. Oh, Brundle. No, not Brundle. Element. Look at the sky. Look at that sky. I didn't realise I was commentating with Squidward tentacles. So, Lukey,
mate, this it's popping off.
So, right now we're just waiting for the drivers to go over their strategies.
I'm gonna give a drink,
obviously, because yes, it's been a good idea. Obviously, these guys are now going over their strategies. We're in the transition period. If anyone is wondering, if you're new here, and you're wondering why we haven't immediately began and why it's still loading, because currently at the moment, the game is allowing the drivers to go over their strategies, change their fuel loads, their tyres, and obviously if people are in the chat with each other, they can go over strategy, who pits when, where, depending on what the conditions are like, and also safety car / virtual safety car. Also, I just want to note right now, if anyone's keeping an eye on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, has anyone noticed that Williams has got hydraulics? You can see him bouncing, just nodding. It's like, yes. Also, we've got a couple of marshals in the pits, actually, look exactly the same. Looks like Nico Bellic from GTA. Hey cousin, do you want to go on the pit lane?
What have I just joined back to? What is going on?
GTA 4, you remember classic GTA 4? Hey cousin. Oh dear, Agreeable Race is gone.
Wow.
Okay. Agreeable Race has been, the connection has been really good all the way through. And
wait a second.
due to
let me get back to the corner, please.
If Agreeable Racer is not in his car for the race start, Element, do you think we shall agree on calling a lobby restart?
No.
No, why?
I don't know. I just want to say no. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so if Agreeable Racer does not get his car back onto the grid when he joins back into the session, we will be restarting the race for the Japanese Grand Prix. Obviously, the the gap between the qualifying and the race will be just a brief moment. We would be back with you as soon as possible. Obviously, we can't do anything right now because we're still waiting on Agreeable to join back. If Agreeable Racer does not join back in, you know, if he gets back in and his car's not there, we'll restart. However, if Agreeable doesn't rejoin, then we'll have to go without him.
Mate, this chat is just a torture. Just stop it. Patel says, what's the matter with you? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Anyway. No, I think it's going to have to be restarted. This chat is beefier than mine. Oh no, Jamie J. I'm not going to say it, but he just put that. This is something weird, right? Well, I didn't even know what was a race for. Like, this isn't good. I don't know. I'm literally just so confused now. I'm waiting for Agreeable Racer to come back.
If Agreeable Racer doesn't rejoin soon, we'll go without him. But if he joins back in the session and his car's not there, then we will.
Where was Agreeable anyway? Where did he qualify?
Agreeable. He got knocked out. He was in P14.
He was last already.
He was last.
Just making sure. Right, just waiting now for Brundle and see how he does. He could be there. He's not joining the lobby back there. I've invited him. He's not joining back, so I'll try and invite him again.
If he doesn't join back soon and before these guys are ready, there he is. Agreeable Racer is now back in the session.
And Brundle's readied up.
Brundle is readied up. So if Agreeable Racer is not in his car, we will be restarting the Japanese Grand Prix.
JBJ says, I don't know what you guys think, but I already think Pepper the Sunshine of the day. Didn't move a finger, he's already deserves it. Right, let's quickly go and see a race. If he's not there, then we'll have to.
Oh, I don't see a McLaren at the back there. No, there's no McLaren.
Nope.
So Element, I think it's safe to say we are calling a lobby restart.
Yeah, right, that's it. I'll put it in the chat.
Someone says get Rekid into RSF1. Josh Stubb, Mully, and I'd like to see narrator actually. If you guys seen those Facebook videos, they're legendary. Narrator, Josh Stubb, Mully, and then Rekid. And obviously they got colourful language,
right,
so we won't repeat what the. Yeah, Carlin, there's a restart.
Right, let's just how about we both? I'll join Brundle's party to tell him. So
okay.
We're back.
Pizza rolls.
Right, we're beat.
Okay.
Oh, actually, can't do that.
All right, so we are currently restarting the Japanese Grand Prix for RSF1 for F2. So if you guys are hoping to see F2 action, we'll be taking a brief momentary pause to reform the grid and get the guys back in. So I'm going to end the stream now so we can help everyone go over the qualifying grid and reform it. So thank you very much everyone for watching the qualifying session for today in RSF1. Please join us in the next part 2 of the stream, which will be the start of the race. So thank you very much, and we will see you in a brief moment. However, if you're watching this on YouTube, pre-recorded, please take care, stay safe, we will beat this virus. But if you guys are watching if you're going to watch this on YouTube, obviously, I'm just going to give this little send-off now, just to be safe. Anyways, we'll see you in a brief moment. Oh, keep going. Oh, okay, yeah, actually, that's a good point, actually. Never mind, we won't end it. We'll actually pull in some guys for some interviews. So, actually, let's get sealing. Let's get sealing this action. A brief apology, guys, if you see, like, the screen going off because I will be inviting some of the lads into the party. So apologies if you see screen flashes. Let's see. Let's get Seal in. He's currently the leader of the. Well, he's going to be basically starting in first. So I'd like to see his point of view. Waiting on Seal. If Seal doesn't join, then we'll get Jace. Don't touch me there. This is my no square. I think I remember that video. He's sitting on the roof of a building while singing the no square, and they just throw him off. Hey, Seal, welcome to the virtual comms box. Have you got a microphone?
Yeah,
you do. So make sure you tick the box in the party.
Yep.
So, Seal, obviously, restart has been called. So we're just waiting for the grid to be reformed. So you're starting on pole for today for the Japanese Grand Prix. How are you feeling for today's race, and how's your qualifying session been?
I did not expect that at all. I was like, didn't even know if I was going to get top 10. So that was a big surprise, especially coming onto the last lap in the second sector. I was actually a 10th down, and then somehow I gained 4 tenths in the last sector and got pole. So it's a bit crazy. It's kind of good that the restart, because now I get to start on fresh softs, because it is a bit tight, especially on the softs at the end of the first stint. So I'm kind of happy, but my starts in this game aren't that good, so I just don't know. Really don't know.
Quick question, the weather report. What was the initial weather report for the race? Because it was quite cloudy for the start.
It's just cloudy all race.
Oh, okay. So for the first time, actually, I think it's the first time in Season 2, you actually out-qualified your teammate Shane, and by a huge margin, putting yourself at the top of that table. So how are you going to try and see about putting in some competitiveness between you and Shane, or are you going to both, just try and bring it home, get some good points for Renault, and hopefully try and challenge for the constructors?
Yeah, well, I think it depends on what the situation is, but we've both been really unlucky this year. The points that we've got doesn't really show how our season has actually been. So probably just try and bring it home, but depends on the situation.
Okie doke. And how are you feeling for the start of the race then? Because you're starting on pole for the race. You're going to have quite a few people behind you that are going to put immense pressure on you immediately. People like Jace Lee. You got a man with a cash. You got WR Pina and Rapid Sprays. You got quite a few people putting that pressure on you immediately. But do you think you can keep your cool and hopefully bring home a win?
Well, I'll be giving it my all, but let's just hope. I haven't really been this high up, to be honest. So it's all a bit of a first, really.
It's a bit of an achievement for you. It's like your first provisional pole. You're starting first. It's sort of like. It's like what you're doing, like Jake Moore did last year in F2 in Italy last year, because he got pole for the start of the Italian Grand Prix, and he was just impressed with himself for even getting that high, in the qualifying.
Yeah, well, like you said, I think it is the first time that I've actually out-qualified Shane when he hasn't crashed. Like, it's the only time, so it's a bit mad, really.
It's a good feeling, mate. Enjoy it, because you worked hard, you got a good time in, you weren't expecting it, and that's the best part. It came out of nowhere. So that's it for me on questions. Element is not here to ask any questions at the moment because he's currently talking with RSF1 Brundle. So that's it. Good luck for the race, Seal, and
Thank you.
Hopefully I'll speak to you at the end in the podium, or even driver of the day.
Hopefully, yeah.
Good luck, man. Have fun.
Thank you.
Hopefully I'll speak to you later. And ladies and gentlemen, Come on. I hear you all in the chat. You're cheering on one person. One person. He's the crowd hero. Crowd favourite. The next person I'm going to get in. The next person I'm going to get in is Peppermeat. In you get, Peppermeat. Come on. Hop into the virtual comms box. Peppermeat, welcome to the virtual comms box, mate. Please include your audio. Hi. Alright, mate. Welcome to the virtual comms. Obviously, restart, so everyone's going to have fresh tyres.
Fresh softs for me! Come on.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, you're going to be happy now that you've got some fresh tyres now. But how's your qualifying session really been? Because I noticed that as you was going for the S's, you actually struggled a little bit with the curbs on the inside. But are you feeling good for the race?
Yeah. I thought I did alright on them S's, but we thought I was a bit dodgy then. I guess I'll take that into consideration when I'm going around them again.
Also, you've got, I mean, you're starting in the middle of the top 10, you know, you've got a good, really good position in there. However, you've got quite a few fair people in front of you that are quite quick, like your teammate, Mohammed Cash, you've got Rapid Sprays, you actually have Seal up there as well, which is probably a
I'm
different
not
side
worried
for you.
one bit.
No? Are you feeling that you can maybe beat them all?
Well, they're gonna have to pass me, to beat me. So that's not gonna be easy. I'm not gonna let them go.
You got a few cheers in the. Yeah, I was gonna say Cash is your teammate, and I'm pretty sure you both, you know, get on really well.
I might let him go if he's nice.
If he's nice to you, let him go. Yeah. Again, everyone's still really supporting you. I mean, you're the crowd's champion. You know, everyone's massively supporting you, even since like the beginning of the season. So you didn't intend for the fan base, but they're still cheering you on. So hopefully that'll spur you on to get a good position. Before we carry on with the interview, Peppermeat, Blazer Guns, how come there is a restart? So during the transition period between qualifying and the race, Agreeable Racer lagged out. And to be fair, if anyone's connection's been good for all the qualifying session and then lag out during the transition and their car's not back on the grid on the formation lap, that constitutes a lobby restart. It's a fair thing to do for anyone who's good connection all the way and then gets kicked out by a game thing, because Lukey, myself and Rapid Spray is pretty bad at the lobby, so it's the right thing to do. There you go. Yeah, even Riken, I'm just going to say, Peppermeat, even people who are not Racing Point fans, they're cheering you on, mate.
See, this I don't know. It's people like
Jamie J Car Gaming.
I love Jamie.
RSF1 Riken.
Is he there? Is Jamie in there?
Yeah, he said in the chat, his voice make me feel like life is worth living.
Everyone subscribe to Jamie on YouTube. Jamie J Car Gaming. There you go. This is on YouTube
channel.
Look
at that, Jamie. The crowd's champion, the people's champ, is now giving you a little shout out. So
yeah, just type Jamie J Car in on YouTube and you'll get it.
Yeah, so please everyone follow Jamie J Car Gaming as recommended by Peppermeat. Please give him a sub, tick the notifications as well, but also, give RSF1 a little bit of a shout as well,
yeah, of course, yeah.
Because, if you're going to hear this shout out from RSF1, so give us both a subscribe and all that, give us both a little bit of love. Alright, Peppermeat, looks like we're ready to...
Element Snow.
No,
we're about to...
leave it. I can't believe it. I'm too late.
What's wrong with you? Yeah, you missed me talking.
I didn't get to hear you talk.
Unfortunately, we've got to begin now. Peppermeat, thank you for joining me in the virtual comms box, mate. Good luck in the race, and hopefully we'll speak to you at the end in the podium or driver of the day.
Yeah, right, no worries. See you in a bit.
Bye, Pepper.
Good luck, man. Have fun.
I'll try.
Bye, Pepper.
In a bit.
Bye, Pepper.
There you go, everyone. Re-beginning the Japanese Grand Prix for a second time. We didn't end the stream. We're going to keep it going, keep it rolling. If you guys wanted to enjoy a little bit of chats in between, please feel free to go through them. Again, obviously, if you skipped this, if you're watching this on YouTube and you'd rather wait until we're restarting the lobby, please actually go back and listen to the interviews given by RSF1 Seal and Peppermeat, the People's Champion. Come on, give them guys some love. Again, as followed by and Peppermeat. I'm just going to say, Peppermeat, has said it, and the People's Champion has asked you and myself to please go subscribe to Jamie J Car Gaming. As you know, Peppermint has requested that you do it, and we're on it.
So top 10 should be softs. Everyone else can go wherever they want.
So right now we're just waiting in the transition period once
look at
again.
the bottom right.
However,
for me, the cars are bouncing.
yeah, just boom, 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 in the bottom right corner. Jamie J Car Gaming, by the way, lads, great commenting. Thank you very much, Jamie.
Just
Very much appreciated. We
make
do
me
our
blush.
best. I was going to say, look at the cars in the bottom round that corner. Calm down.
Oh man, right. Let's do the summation lap.
It will do good though for the top 10. They may be on soft, but everyone's on fresh tyres now. So
Schumacher's going to be fuming.
Yeah, what was going to be an advantage? Yeah, it's going to be horrible for him. Let's wait on. So if something does happen again, where someone might lag out in the transition period, unfortunately, we've already called the restart once. If it happens again, we'll unfortunately have to rock and roll without that driver.
Promise, I'm really sorry. I have to do this.
Reefer is not a butter.
He says, "I need comms to scream, not a butter." So you didn't scream it. You just put your mouth very close. If you just put your headset down then and just like scream loud enough for the headset to hear you.
I don't want to get told off. I'm happy where I am.
Why does it look like the guy in the bottom right corner is like a mix between the crazy Russian hacker, Taras Kool, or Nico Bellic from GTA 4?
What the fuck? Mate, I just love the
back to
fact
my
that if you look at him, and then you look at the guy up behind him.
Yeah, like the next like,
exactly
four
the same.
guys
They move at the exact same time. Just look at him.
the same. They're all the same. And then you've just got like that one guy, just like in the orange coat. He's just like, I don't know what's going on here.
Just look at that.
These geezers are the same.
Just look at the car bounce.
Yeah, and then you've got like hydraulics installed in the cars because the drivers are getting bored. Slap on a bit of Snoop Dogg and then just
Welcome to RSF1.
yeah, add this into the meme review for Tim and Ike. Actually, that's a good point. If you're going to follow Jamie J Car Gaming on YouTube and give him a subscribe, please subscribe to Tim and Ike as well. This guy did a meme review for RSF1 Season 1, and he is hard at work for Season 2's meme review. So please follow Tim and Ike and subscribe to him as well. We want to see Tim and Ike being subscribed to, Jamie J Car Gaming getting subscribed to, and RSF1 as well. Please give them all
And
a look.
another one. Please make sure to follow Dyslexic on Twitter and YouTube, as I currently have made 10 accounts to follow him, because he will be crying if not. Just make sure you give him follow, so he can stop moaning to me that he needs 50 followers. Yeah, that'll be good, thank you.
So, Gagulisk, I just game, can anyone explain what is happening? It has been a restart of the lobby. Oh, so we got the lobby now beginning.
You know what it is time?
It is time. If your name is RSF1 Vettel, here is the perfect time. RSF1 Verstappen. Before we begin, RSF1 Verstappen subscribed to Twitch Prime, so well done to Verstappen for his Twitch Prime membership. And now hand over to Element.
In 14th, we have Agreeable Racer in the McLaren. In 13th, we have RSF1 Shoemaker in the Alfa Romeo. In 12th, we have Tomic Brezina in the Alfa Romeo. In 11th, we have Lukey1210 in the Williams. In 10th, we have RSF1 Brundle in the Ferrari. In 9th, we have Josh S04 in the Mercedes. In 8th, we have Pepper Meat in the Racing Point. In 7th, we have Andrew Alpha in the Red Bull. In 6th, we have RSF1 Shane in the Banana Car. In 5th, we have Jace Lee in the McLaren. In 4th, we have XX Rapid Sprays in the Ferrari. In 3rd, we have WOR Peanut in the Williams. In 2nd, Man with the Catch in the Racing Point. And pole is RSF1 Seal in the Renault.
Obviously, less cars today, so obviously not enough time. Obviously, normally
Sorry.
barely scrapes it when they get to the line, but obviously less cars means a short
anyone
formation.
Let's tell you can start that, mate. I'm not going to bother. Right.
No, actually, send that to Tim and Ike. He'll research it. He'll listen. He'll make
Oh no, you won't.
It'll be like a scream or shotgun, just whatever in all of your commentating career.
Let's go.
Right, so rounding up the last few cars for the Japanese Grand Prix. Here is the part I've been looking forward to all day, and I'm pretty sure you guys as well. After having to restart the Japanese Grand Prix, here we go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And go for the Japanese Grand Prix. And Seal gets a really poor start coming off the line, and that allows Seal and Peanut to challenge down the inside into turn 1. The Bama Cash actually takes the lead of the Japanese Grand Prix. Seal goes wide, and it looks like Seal. Oh, Seal spun! So we lost Seal immediately going into the Grand Prix start.
Oh no!
What's happened? Oh, we've lost Josh and Seal.
Yeah, Schumacher.
Seal.
Wing damage. Schumacher is right at the back of the grid now with that. And Seal.
And the pole sitter for the start of the race is into the goal. And Shane's almost losing it, and the S is coming out. And he's getting challenged by Peppermeat behind. That racing point is getting very impatient.
Andrew Alpha, Rapid Race, Jason Lee going at it. The top two are flown away.
Oh, Jace Lee is being pressured by Andrew Alpha and Rapid Sprays. Oh, the touch! Rapid Sprays touches the back of Jace Lee's McLaren, and the Red Bull's actually getting a look round the outside. Rapid Sprays covers him off. Oh, the side-by-side still
Andrew
going.
Alpha.
Oh, the Ferrari's holding off the Red Bull. This Red Bull got a really decent start, but he is on the push.
Yeah, he is.
What Seal needs is a safety car to... Oh, they're pulling away. WR Peanut and the Man with the Cash, the two race leaders.
And Schumacher goes side by side. Oh, Brazina's got wing damage. No. They're going to go side by side to 130. Oh, Schumacher pulls out.
Bresner, being the championship leader, is struggling with the wing damage. Instantly being challenged by Schumacher and Josh into the chicane. We go.
Oh, look at Josh.
Oh, but Josh has forced himself in. Oh, Josh has got damage.
Oh, he touches the grass. And it looks like
Schumacher doing it. I can't see a thing.
And it...
stupid camera. Oh, there you go.
And Brother's going around the outside. And they still go side by side. And Brother gets through with Pepper.
Going through the S's into the first sector we go. And it's currently Man with a Cash in first, Peanut second, Jace Lee third, Rapid Sprays fourth, Andrew for fifth, Shane sixth, Brundle seventh, Peppermeat eighth, Lukey ninth, and Agreeable Racer rounds off the top of the top 10 cars. And it looks like Peppermeat is really pressurising RSF1 Brundle. Switch it to the tyres now. It's been a couple of laps now. The intervals are looking very close. Look at the gap between Rapid Sprays and Jace Lee. Again.
What? Wait, what? Brother's like a... Wow! Andrew Alpha, what is this? This is 0.089.
The lap times are a little bit inaccurate.
I've had enough.
Because Andrew Alpha is not 800 of a second. Oh, there you go. Rapid Sprays made a mistake going into the straight. We're now approaching 130R.
What's going on?
Actually, let's go on board with Rapid Sprays.
Where's Shane? Oh, Shane's there.
Shane's sick.
go and cockpit view on board with Bronco.
Oh, God! We've got a battle going on for first place. Going around the last corner. Peanut has been challenged by the man with the cash. The lead is about to transition. I'm seeing spray coming off of Peanut's car. What's going on? Into turn one we
that's
go.
just a bit daft or
Round
something,
the
I don't
outside,
know.
man with the cash goes.
Oh,
Man with
Peanut!
the cash can't do it. Peanut closes him off.
Into turn 2, and Chase Lee gets past the Ferrari.
Oh, Rapid Sprays is now being... No, Rapid Sprays must have overtaken Jace Lee somewhere, but then instantly, going onto the straight, Jace Lee could challenge, and now that's allowed Andrew Alpha to get closer to the Ferrari.
And now Shane's catching up
McLaren.
as well to this little battle as well. The top... Oh, Ravina's really struggling with that front wing damage.
The man with the cash is already losing pace to Peanut. Peanut
So
is
it looks
taking this race away.
Peanut, it looks like he's flying. And he's already pulled the second, so man with the cash seems to be struggling a little bit. Vettel shut up, and it looks like Rapid Sprays going to go for a move on Jace Lee, maybe after Spoon. I think a move going into here would be very helpful for him. Man with the cash, you say that, he's now 8/10 behind.
Slowly regaining, but here we go into the next straight. I think there's DRS here on this straight. No, it doesn't look like we've got DRS.
No, there isn't.
However,
There isn't.
it looks like Jace Lee is being caught up slowly by the Ferrari going into 130R. He can't do it in 130R, but he's going to get side by side going into the chicane. He's going to go round the outside. Jace Lee cuts him off, so he can't do it. Rapid Sprays has to stay back and wait for another opportunity. However, Seal overtakes Josh S04 in 130R. Very good move. Going into the straight, here we go for third place. Josh gets a penalty. Rapid Sprays takes third place. He takes the McLaren. Red Bull now challenges down the inside, and it touches, and then Andrew Alpha hits Jace Lee.
Jace Lee's round. No, he's not. He's saved it.
Oh my God!
Very
Very good save from Jace Lee, but I tell you what, that was not a very nice welcome to have a Red Bull go in the inside and touch.
Has it got damage?
Very horrible there.
Oh,
No, I don't think there's damage implicated. Oh, and Brundle's caught up to Shane in the S's.
And now Shane's catching up to Jace Lee here. Let me check damage. No damage. Tell you what, look at Rapid Sprays. He's already catching up to the back of the top two.
I think Rapid Sprays just needed to get past Jace Lee, and after Andrew Alpha making contact, has forced Jace Lee back, and that's allowed Rapid Sprays to get ahead of this pack and now start to push against the Maverick. Meanwhile, the Maverick is actually now going down to under a second between himself and WR Peanut, so he's within DRS range if he can maintain that gap or even close it down any further. Going into the straight, looks like Bresner had a very poor start. The championship leader does not have any points at the moment. He's not going to be really looking forward to starting at the back. But meanwhile, Brundle now pushes down 130R. He's now looking at the back of the Renault, going to the chicane. Shane tries to seal off the Ferrari's moment of attack. Obviously, Brundle can't do it because he lost a little bit of pace there. Shane gets a very bad run of traction. Oh, Brundle touches the back of the Renault!
That's been damages on the track, please.
Oh my God!
Get out of the way. Seal now gets past. Josh now gets past. Okay, Josh is in the pits. Okay. Oh, that's gonna hurt Brundle, mate. Look at the pits. It's right there. He can't go in.
Oh, he can't go back in. Brundle has to endure one lap of damage. He's not allowed to reverse into the pit. Schumacher moves up to 9th. He's gaining an incredible advantage over his teammate.
Massive. Peppermeat is now 7 because of that, so that's actually helping now, but that's not very good. Rapid Sprays 1.1 seconds behind man with the cash already. To let you know.
So yeah, Rapid Sprays is catching up to the top two. Meanwhile, Bresner actually does get past Josh at the last moment out the pits. Bresner up into 13th place. Meanwhile, Jace Lee is still trying to challenge Andrew Alpha and maybe hope to take the position back from Andrew after Andrew made that touch down the inside going into turn 1 and forcing Jace Lee into a spin. Luckily, no damage from Jace Lee, but I don't know if Andrew Alpha has got any. Looks like Andrew Alpha is struggling.
Good pace.
He's made very good work of.
He spun off turn 1, lap 1. He's now on the back of Buell Racer.
Very good pace from Schumacher. Very good recovery drive, I have to say, from him. Here we go into 130R. Jace Lee is actually looking a little bit more racy as we get for the chicane. I imagine this McLaren's going to make the attack on the Red Bull. So here we go, down and out the chicane. Looks like Andrew Alpha does get a really good bout of traction though. And even with the DRS assistance, I don't think Jace Lee's going to be able to
look at Man with the cash
attack.
now. 5 tenths behind Peanut.
Okay.
Peanut seems to be losing the back end there quite a bit. Do you see that?
Oh, Schumacher's catching up to Agreeable Racer, going into turn 1. Schumacher's all over the gearbox of that of McLaren. However, it's mediums versus soft. I don't know if these softs are starting to fall off because he's keeping up very well with this McLaren going into the S's. Alfa Romeo versus McLaren anyways, and it's a very good battle indeed. Agreeable Racer getting given the second chance after lagging out during the transition period before the restart, gets a second chance to put himself up there on the grid, and I'll tell you what, I think he might be happy with that because he's currently in the points.
Yeah, Brian was in the pits for hards. Oh, we could. Why did he?
And that allows
pit for
Josh and Bresner to take another position.
Now, remember the cash.
If you're RSF1 Brundle, Josh, or Bresner, you're praying for a safety car.
Yes, but I'm not. So I don't wish for safety car. Now, remember the cash is now all over. Well, not all over the back, but quite close to Pina. DR assistance. Petrona says gap to leader, please. Gap to leader from who?
So currently, right now, the gap between Pina to Schumacher is 11.6 seconds. So if a pit stop gets made soon, Schumacher will definitely take them. We'll have to go back to the interval for a second. Here we go with DRS assistance. I don't know if Marrakesh will make the move going into the first couple of corners, but here we go. Into turn 1 we go.
Jace Lee.
Peanut doesn't get a really good run.
Jace Lee just couldn't make it.
Jace Lee gonna get revenge. Not quite yet. Seal actually challenging Lukey with DRS. Seal takes the 10th position to get the final point.
Yes.
Peanut gaining on Shane. Not Peanut, Peppermeat.
I tell you what, Peppermeat and Shane, but it's literally just like everyone's in their own little battle. It's just 2 cars, isn't it? So Shane and Peppermeat, I'll go race on Schumacher, Seal and Luke, and then like the Andrew Alpha and Jace Lee in the top 3.
Look at the top 3, by the way. They just left the hairpin. Rapid sprays are gaining on them like crazy. Brundle's out! Brundle crashed a safety car!
This is going to help with this off-roader so much. Yo!
This is going to really help them. But Brundle, I have to tell you, I think I know what happened to Brundle. You know when you're going down the last corner and there's like a bump on the straight?
Bumpy.
And a pad, especially if your RSF on Brundle is on a pad, if you catch that bump, you're off.
Since I moved to the wheel, it's harder than the wheel than the pad, I think. Capital in the chat. Oh my god. This is going to help out the soft runner so much. They can just get a free pit stop.
Oh my god, I've just lost a bet. Because my brother-in-law, who normally sits with me, he says, if there's a first retirement, he said, if there's a first retirement, he said, I'm putting £1 on it, because obviously we don't want to bet too much money, because we don't have much now, because obviously we're all spending it on food. But he's like, if I'm going to put £1 down, I'm going to put a bet saying Brundle's going to be the first car to DNF. And he couldn't be any more correct.
That's ruthless. That's absolutely ruthless. Right, Agreeable Racer stays out. Schumacher stays out, of course. Peanut in 4th, 3rd. Marrakesh 4th.
You mean Peanut 3rd, Marrakesh 4th?
Yes, you get me.
Yes,
Andrew Alpha 6th, Jace Lee 7th, Shane 8th, Peppermint 9th, Seal in 10th, Lucky 11th, Brazina is 12th, Josh is. Josh. He couldn't for mediums, couldn't he?
So,
nice, Josh.
Unfortunately, we've got a problem. Agreeable Racer is the only car who has not made a pit stop.
And
currently holds the lead under the safety and Schumacher, but the thing is Schumacher's on mediums. He could keep them going for a little bit longer. But Agreeable Racer is taking a huge gamble. He's not even pitted. And he's weaving and warming up those softs, but it's not quite. I don't think he made the right call. I think he should have pitted with the others. Because once he pits, he's going to be down the back of the grid. It's true, yeah, Jace Lee had to pit. And I don't think Agreeable wanted to compromise Jace Lee. All the other way around. But this is good for people like Josh. Josh and Bresner, because they were quite far behind, they get the perfect opportunity to put the foot down and go catch up to the safety car. So Mercedes and Alfa Romeo have got some hope of scoring some good points if they can catch up to the safety car time. But the safety car's not going on this lap, so yeah. Element, I need to go to the toilet. Do you want to go over the championship standings at the moment?
Okay, let me quickly go to the chat. JBJ just puts, I'm on the way home from Tesco, walking down the road with a frozen pizza and a bag of cans. Now that's dedication. Dedication to what? To pizza or to RSF1? Either way, I like what you do. I like your style, sir. Anyway, so I'll go race up first. Schumacher second. Peanut third. Mammoth fourth. Grappa's Rose 5th, Ungraph is 6th, Jason is 7th, Shane 8th, 9th is Cooper, Seal is 9th, Seal is 10th, sorry, Luke is 11th, Rosina is 12th, Josh is 13th, and unfortunately we have lost RSF1 Brundle, our only DNF of the session today so far. That's unfortunate for him, but the show must go on anyway. Right, come on, Josh, catch up please. We get this party started. I would go for standings, but I really don't want to. No, that's the indication. Right, Schumacher. Schumacher is going to hit one on safety car or something. I mean, he's going to be quicker than everyone else at the end of the race. It's just the fact that he's going to be about 20 seconds behind, and catching that much is going to be pretty hard. Have we actually? We've got 40 viewers. That's nice. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it.
I am back
so far about it. But yeah, it's been a good one for the 9 laps we have race, and the stream is lagging a little bit. I don't know if it's me or.
No. I've got the stream up on my phone as well, so I can quickly have a little look. Might have been a quick little moment. Yeah, it was a quick little skit, but nothing too mental.
40 viewers.
Yeah.
30
safety car in.
Thank you for watching. Still lagging. Yeah, still lagging a little bit, but stream's fine. Okay, Tom.
There was one little
right. Here we go then.
But that was it.
Restart. A bit too late, isn't it? A real racer. He's not backing them up as much.
Yeah, it's a bit late and back in the pack up, but again, no one can overtake him until the green flag's go. So here we go for the restart of the Japanese Grand Prix. And there's a little wobble. The race is going into the restart of the Japanese Grand Prix, leading by Agreeable Racer, Schumacher, Peanut,
Schumacher.
Shane. Into turn 1 we go.
Peppermeat,
here we go with some speed. Shane and Peppermeat finally battle. Peppermeat gets down the inside of Shane. Peppermeat takes the Renault and moves up into 8th position and catches. He's now chopping his way down to catch up to the McLaren of Jace Lee. However, Rapid Sprays is catching up to the back of the man with a cash. Remember, this man was behind these guys. Oh my God! Peanut, the race leader who was previously before the safety car, is looking to get past these guys. Oh, and we got Seal!
Oh no, it just keeps getting worse and worse for him. He's just doing donuts. And there he goes now.
Luckily, he's only damage. He's not as yet. Oh, Peanut has a wobble coming out of the hairpin.
Oh yeah, Tommy just said that the stream is a little bit jumpy. Anyway, we'll done.
Oh, Schumacher is now gaining on the back of the race leader.
Agreeable Racer struggling
struggling like crazy on those softer floors. Look at the speed. Schumacher's going to make the move in 130 yard, going down the inside in 130 yard. Schumacher's going to do it. Agreeable Racer leads in the room on the outside, but Schumacher backs off, going into the hairpin. Having the chicane. Oh, Peanut forces his way in. Oh my God.
Time to know whether the cash is going to get all over this.
And Schumacher catches up again. What a move by Peanut, but unfortunately it couldn't be done. There was not enough room.
And now Schumacher
round the outside into turn 1.
He's stuck in. He's going to switcheroo. No room there. And he's got stuck in as well. Oh my God.
Schumacher's backed off a little bit, and that's allowed Peanut to challenge in the S's. Peanut's going for it, but he can't do it. Schumacher has to challenge.
This is insane. Look at this now, Andrew Alpha on the hard
really
to get involved.
Andrew Alpha is actually really close on this action. One wrong move, but the guys in front, this man can make the move.
He can, right. Oh my god, Peter needs to get past these two so quickly.
It's going to say the more the more Schumacher
Shane.
and Agreeable Racer hold these guys up, the more
Peppermeat
it's going to hurt their
Jace
time.
Lee.
Peppermeat takes
Peppermeat
7th
Jace
place
Lee.
nearly. He's battling Jace Lee, the
Side by
people's
side.
champion, battling the McLaren. The touch wheels, they're
Helicopter view.
battling like
Peppermeat gets
crazy.
past.
Peppermeat takes 7th place.
Nice. Nice. Right then, top 3. Still going at it. Peanut needs to get past now.
We're going to see it
now or
again.
never.
Schumacher's going to try and challenge into 130R. He's really going for it. Into 130R we go, but Schumacher can't do it. He's not quite close enough. We'll go on board with Peanut, who's catching up to the back of Schumacher, going into the chicane. And they're still quite
Andrew
close.
Alpha,
Andrew Alpha and
Peppermeat
Peppermeat gets a penalty.
Well then, here we go. DRS is now enabled, but not for this lap. Well, no, but not for this straight anyway.
Schumacher! I agree with Verstappen. Frontline speed.
No,
Catching
don't
into the
say
straight.
it, man. Don't say it.
Sorry, I had to do it. Lukey takes Shane.
Lukey gets
Lukey
past
and Shane
Shane.
are battling. Shane
wait,
gets
yeah,
ahead
but
though, and he stays there.
Yeah. Things haven't happened. Brasino's really dropping off
Meanwhile,
the pace in his hard.
if you're WR Peanut, you're getting very impatient, being stuck behind the Alfa Romeo and the McLaren up in front. He cannot catch a break right now. Thanks to these guys, it's allowing Man with the Cash, Rapid Sprays, and Andrew to stay with him. This pack is so bunched up.
Oh,
he
Peanut
sends it down the inside in the hairpin. Peanut takes second place.
And now Man with the Cash again for a little loop. And now Schumacher's trying to get back now on the Peanut. Onto the spoon. I think he's just going to keep it calm. He's just up in a Google Racer. And this is Peanut hasn't got any DRS now. 2 Google Racer for the straight. Need to keep it like this. Schumacher.
Meanwhile, Schumacher does.
Yeah. Good. Calm. It's just the grip levels is disgusting. Now, Man with the Cash needs to get past Schumacher ASAP into the first corner or something. Because as soon as Peanut gets past that McLaren, I think it's going to be game over. I think he can just fly away. As
Josh has taken 10th place. He went down the inside on the chicane, and the Mercedes takes 10th place.
Nice.
Oh, we lost to Williams
Look
and
at this.
Lukey. There could have been contact. Something must have happened between those guys, because 1 minute they're side by side, the next Lukey's been forced off. Oh my god, Rapid Sprays is staying with the Man with the Cash, but he can't get by. Schumacher is steadily holding the back
of a racer. Oh my god, Rapid Sprays is going for a move into the. Is it Les? It's not Les moves, is it? It can't be.
No.
I can't remember what it's called. It's called something like that, isn't it? No.
Oh, he gets a little look, but he can't do it. He's not quite close enough. Seal gets past his race, but he's currently in last place, so it's not.
Dagner! Thank you, Pigeon. Thank you, Junior. Thank you, Blazer. Dagner. That's it. I knew it. That was a tough one. Sorry about that, boys.
Oh my god.
Right.
Oh, the Man with the Cash gets a bad run going into the straight, and that's allowing Rapid Sprays to challenge the Man with the Cash going into the straight, going side by side. They're going to battle all the way down to 130R. Rapid Sprays takes 4th place. He gives him room, but the Man with the Cash cannot retaliate. So it allows Rapid Sprays to take 4th place and catch up to Schumacher. Schumacher gets a penalty. Going into the straight, we'll have to go on board with WR Peanut, who's now going to get the DRS on the race leader, Agreeable Racer, going around the outside. Oh, he does a tiny rig switchback down the inside into the first corner.
That's naughty. That's so naughty.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
I love it.
What a move! Agreeable was
I
going to
love it.
cover
It's
off the
like
outside, catches Agreeable off, and goes down the inside. Instead, completely throws off the McLaren. WR Peanut takes the lead of the Japanese Grand Prix once again. And now, so they've got Rapid Sprays, who's catching up to the back of them now. And this is not good, because if you're Rapid Sprays and you want to take the lead. Yeah, I was going to say, the Rapids from 130R gets past the Man with the Cash, but he needs to get past these guys.
Yeah, ASAP, Rapid Sprays now, all over the back of Schumacher. I think I generally don't know why Agreeable hasn't pitted yet. He's just he can't. I just don't see why he hasn't pitted. I don't understand. What do you want, Tomo? I loved it. I'm gonna celebrate it.
Brian
now, rapid
screaming. Here we go, the speed coming down into the 130-yard corner. Schumacher is losing a lot of time to Rapid Sprays, but could Rapid Sprays maybe challenge into the chicane? Oh, Schumacher has a little bit of a poor run, but it looks like Rapid Sprays is going to bide his time. He's not going to do it. Oh, Rapid Sprays! He's going to see Schumacher make a mistake trying to challenge a Gribble Race. Gribble Race now goes in. That pushes Rapid Sprays up to third place with DRS. Rapid Sprays is gaining on Schumacher. Down the inside, the Ferrari goes on Schumacher. Oh, Rapid Sprays speeds! And Mamma Cash hits him! He caught the curb! Andrew Alpha moves up to third place. Peppermeat fourth. J-Sleeve fifth.
Peppermeat fourth. So Peppermeat is basically P3 after Schumacher pits, but that's heartbreaking for Mamma Cash.
Oh, bad day for you. Oh, and the valley again. Round the outside, Rapid Sprays goes on the man with the cash from the Essex. Oh, the man with the cash. What's wrong with him? He's
you got to feel
slowed.
for the lad. Rapid Sprays is still got front wing, so he's going to keep going, try and catch up. But yeah, you got to feel bad for Cash.
It's got both end plates are gone. That damage there. However, even after that spin, Rapid Sprays has got no damage. Maybe a little bit more worn tyres. Rapid Sprays is not out of this. He's got a setback, but that's all he's got. However, if you're the man with the cash, after smashing into the spun out Ferrari, you're done. Like, for the moment, the man with the cash has to go back around, get new tyres on, and pray for a safety car. We're already 15 laps in. It only feels like we just started this.
I know, man. Oh my God, Peppermeat now down the inside.
Peppermeat challenging down the inside in the chicane on Andrew Alpha. Andrew Alpha covers him off. Peppermeat has to cut the corner. Schumacher now pits. Peppermeat's in the podium position. He's now in third with DRS catches up to Andrew Alpha. Look at the speed! Round the outside goes Peppermeat on Andrew Alpha. Oh, they're squeezing each other. Peppermeat can't do it.
Great little defending. Jace Lee now going for a little move on Peppermeat, but he can't see. Schumacher's come out.
Cash is staying out with the damage regardless.
What? Oh, he's on the grass.
Oh my God! A 3-second time penalty for exceeding the track. The Mavenal scored! What is the man with the cash doing?
I don't know.
He should have pitted. He would have been better off. Oh no! Andrew Alpha still being pressurised by Peppermeat. Alfa Romeo, you know, they're only just in the points barely, but with Schumacher.
Schumacher's so far behind, man.
No, it's Schumacher, Tommy Presser, sorry. Schumacher trying to catch up to Agreeable Racer. But the thing is Schumacher's on softs, Agreeable is on mediums. Can the softs last to the end? That's the question. Oh, Andrew Alpha catches a bit of grass going on to 130R, but Peppermeat sends it! Not quite.
Pepper has got to be careful.
Peppermeat's actually got his fuel light on, so Pepper has to reserve fuel after making the move.
He's got no ERS.
The ERS and the speed into turn one. Round the outside again goes Peppermeat on Andrew Alpha. Andrew Alpha covers off the inside. Peppermeat's actually got a tie, but he touches. And Jace Lee catches off Andrew Alpha. That's a little bit of payback, but no, it doesn't pay off. Peppermeat takes second place.
Rapid Sprays now.
Peppermeat's out.
What?
A virtual safety car is deployed. Peppermeat is out. Oh no! Andrew Alpha moves to second place. The People's Champion is out. If you're a Racing Point today, no toe whips. No toe whips on pole. Oh my God.
The chat is dying.
The chat is gone. The chat is gone. They've gone completely berserk.
Carling celebrated it that he crashed out. It's like Carling
because
wants
I think
to get
the man with the
ripped.
cash and Peppermeat has pushed up Bresner and Schumacher. Both of them move up a position due to Peppermeat going out and the man with cash is spinning.
Who's Carlin? I've never heard of. I've never heard of
Carlin's an
before,
F4 driver.
Is he? He's in the lead. My dear, I was unable.
Here we go. Restart again. Green flags. And now here we go again. Andrew Alpha is now. Oh, JC's gone in! He's crashing the pit lane!
What the hell is going on? Jason was AI.
That pushes Rapid Sprays up to third! After being spun! Rapid Sprays is third! Can these mediums go to the end of the race? We don't know. Shane's fourth. Lukey's now 10th. Bresner's 6th. Josh 5th.
I'm lost for words. I'm generally
That's not good for Jace Lee. A broken wing plus a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Shane's in fourth. What?
And he's gaining on Rapid Sprays. Remember, Rapid Sprays' tyres are a bit shot after that touch with Andrew Alpha.
100% right.
So,
this race is
Shane has technically got a tyre advantage because obviously that spin has affected the life of the Ferrari. Meanwhile, Shane hasn't had a spin. He's doing all right, and he's gaining on that Ferrari. Could we see Shane's first podium in a long time?
Could be. We could do. We never know though.
I like Dufferlump's comment. Wowzers. Wowzers, isn't it?
Tell you what, it's now getting a bit of a boring race, isn't it?
Rapid Spray's fastest lap of the race. Gaps are starting to slowly close up between third and second. Andrew Alpha struggling on those hards, and that's allowing Rapid Sprays on those mediums to catch up on the guy.
Yep.
Andrew Alpha is not losing this Ferrari. It's going to be round 2 between these guys.
It is indeed.
Come on. Through the S's.
Brazina's up to P6 after crashing out first lap.
Yeah, Bresner's done really well. I mean, he pitted onto the hards immediately. Could he take him to the end?
Who?
Bresner.
Oh yeah, of course he can. The hards can do the whole race, so can the mediums. Right.
Interesting plays to see what's happening here. However, Peanut is taking it away with a nice substantial gap between himself and Andrew Alpha. He won in Belgium, and it looks like today might be Peanut's day again as he's taking away the lead of the Japanese Grand Prix. Meanwhile, going onto the straight, no DRS because obviously don't need it here. Rapid Sprays is gaining on Andrew Alpha. If they can both get good traction going out the next couple of corners, Rapid Sprays could be looking at taking second place. A bit of desync by Andrew Alpha in second. The desync's costed him! The desync's costed him! The desync from the Alpha Romeo. He's left the lobby! Rapid Sprays takes second place!
Oh, get him in. That means Shane's going to be third. That's naughty from Shane.
If Shane can catch up to the disconnected Red Bull, Shane could be looking at getting third place. He needs to get it done soon. While
he's got a very, very quick Josh behind him.
Yeah, Josh is gaining on him.
Come on, boys. Take it out.
This is close.
7 laps left, please. Keep it clean. Andrew Alpha. Shane's gonna look
Shane
for
is
a
trying
move.
to challenge.
No, he's not. Josh is circling behind Shane as well. Please take it easy, Brazina.
Oh, come on.
Looking fifth.
Shane's gonna do it. Shane's gonna do it. Oh, they touch.
Is he back? He's not back yet.
The AI is sticking it. Shane's forced his way in. Andrew Alpha's AI struggles to deal with the attacking Renault. Shane is in third position. He's in third for Renault.
Josh.
It's a 130 yard. Josh goes with the AI of Andrew Alpha. Peanuts out! And it takes 4.
Oh my god. Brezina could be looking at 5th here. Oh my god. What?
Oh, now they'll extend Bresna's championship lead. Look at that. That Red Bull's a sitting duck. He is trying with all he can to get back in the lobby. He was 2nd. He's now 6th if he gets back in. No dice.
No, that is unfortunate, man. I've invited him again to invite him. Hopefully he will join. Was it him? No, it wasn't him that lagged out first time.
Andrew Alpha lagged out.
No, I mean for the restart. Was it him or was it Agreeable?
It was Agreeable.
Okay. Josh, I'll have back of Shane now.
Yeah, I was going to say Shane may have taken 3rd from Andrew Alpha, but he's not shaking off Josh.
No. He's not going to. And now it looks like Josh. I mean, could we say Peter's won this? If nothing happens?
Yeah, I'd say Peanut. Yeah, Peanut's definitely won this. But however, we've still got 6 laps to go. Rapid Sprays is gained a lead ahead of Shane, so it looks like Shane might not be able to challenge for second place.
Schumacher!
Agreeable races on Schumacher!
Oh my god, Schumacher tried to go down the outside of Agreeable to make the move for the 8th position, but it looks like... Oh my god.
Oh, and this is not any good for Schumacher for the championship battle. He needs to get past Agreeable Racer, but Bresna being ahead, and there's McLaren holding up.
Oh,
Andrew Alpha's rejoined.
Alright, he's not that far back, is he?
Oh,
he's not too
go on
far
board
back.
with Josh. DRS on the straight. The frontline speed on the Mercedes.
Shane's
Round
gonna save.
the outside goes Josh on Shane.
Shane does defend well.
Not quite. Josh gets a penalty.
Let me check. Should we try to check things while you go through just the battle? But right, so Peanut has got 2 warnings. Rapid Sprays has got 3 warnings. Shane's got nothing. Shane's completely clean. Josh has got
how many penalties?
2 penalties.
Has Josh got?
Rosina's got 2 warnings. Andrew
Oh, we lost Agreeable Racer. Andrew Alpha lagged out again. Agreeable spun on turn 1.
We'll get him back
that might
in.
have been maybe an incident related to Schumacher.
I don't know, mate. I wasn't watching, but I'll get thingy in.
If you're Andrew Alpha, you must be headbutting the wall right now.
Right, there we go. Jamie J just put Pepper Meat driver of the day.
Currently, position changes. Best up right now is Bresna and Josh.
Andrew Alpha's drawn back. There we go. Right. Shane's had such a clean race. He's had no warnings. So it looks Shane's just going to keep it behind him.
Peanuts! Peanuts received 5-second time penalty!
What? How did you get 5 seconds?
Rapid Sprays has got no penalties. If Rapid Sprays gets under the 5-second mark, he's going to win the Japanese Grand Prix for Ferrari. Going on to the straight. Josh has got DRS on Shane. That speed, Mercedes versus Renault. Down into turn 1. Shane doesn't look like he's got the track to retaliate.
I think Josh
takes 3rd.
Jane. I think Shane is just going to keep behind him. Just because he's got no penalties. I think he might know that Josh has got 2. Just stick it behind him, keep clean, and maybe get 3rd that way. But to him, he does it. Schumacher got past Racer, and Agreeable is now behind his teammate in 10th. So Schumacher's
now catching up to the stranded Red Bull. Lukey could be looking at a nice 6th position. Going through the S's. Williams is holding it and he's challenging. Meanwhile, he does have the tyre advantage against the AI of Andrew Alpha.
Exactly the same, mate. It's exactly the same. They're both on the hards. Oh, Lukey. Oh no, he's had the session again. Andrew Alpha, man.
Oh, the switchback. Lukey gets ahead of Andrew Alpha's AI.
Well, you say that. The
AI is challenging. Not yet, no. The AI tried, but it just didn't work. Oh,
right,
the Rapid Sprays doesn't have a penalty, doesn't he?
Oh, no.
So that means Rapid Sprays is a half second away from winning the Japanese Grand Prix if he can get close enough to Peanut.
Brezina is all over the back of Shane.
Oh, the gap's decreasing! Peanut's gonna lose this! He's struggling.
They won't let Andrew in his car. Oh, what?
Oh no. I'm afraid if Andrew can't get back in his car before the end of the race, it's just how it is.
I think he's done 50.
However,
He's
if
done
his-
50. He's done 50% of the race, hasn't he? Or so, is it 50 or 75?
Yeah, definitely.
So if he does
So
finish in
if
the points,
Andrew
he will
Alpha's
get
car
points.
stays within the points, it will score him the points.
4 seconds now. Rapid race. And now Shane is falling back a little bit, isn't he, and Josh?
Breslin's catching up to Shane.
He is, yeah. Schumacher's on the back of Andrew Alpha now, so Schumacher needs to get past him. And then he's going to make around 11 to 13 seconds to catch up to Luke. Oh no, he hasn't. 2 seconds to catch up to Luke. Then he's got 11 seconds to catch up to Zeke.
Oh, Schumacher's got another penalty.
He's got back. He's got past.
He got impatient trying to take the AI and awarded himself a 3-second time penalty. He does
Shane's
get
already a
past.
second behind.
Shane's catching up to Josh. Josh can't get back up to Rapid Spray, so it looks like Rapid Sprays is taking it away in second if he can get close enough to Peanut as well. Can you check Peanut's penalties? Obviously, he's got a 5 second.
He's only got 2 warnings and then a 5 second, and then Rapid Praise got 3 warnings. But maybe one of them is collisions with the. Right,
Here you go.
then
The championship
Shane.
leader has now got a DRS on Shane. It's hard versus mediums. 21 laps. Breslin's made these hard to go, even after the spin into turn 1. If Bresler can catch up to Josh in 3rd place, this man will take a podium finishing position, and I'd have to say driver of the day as well.
I would say if Peanut can win it from
Bresner
where
was
he is
dead
right now,
last.
I think he's my driver
He
of
was-
the day.
Who is?
Peanut, if he can win it from where he is, 5 second time penalty, which I think is a bit absurd, getting a 5 second time penalty for
If
that
Peanut wins, driver of the day to Peanut. If Peanut doesn't win, I'll have to give it to Bresler.
Brezina. Peanut Brezina. Brezina Peanut. Peanut Brezina. Brezina. Sorry. Anyway, Brezina now on trying to catch up on the back of Josh. But yeah.
Has Bresler got any penalties, by the way?
You've got 2 warnings, mate.
Meanwhile, Shane has nothing. Jace Lee gets past the AI of Andrew Alpha. And
You
their
go for
last
a bath for
person
Andrew,
to
man.
take the AI to put him into the final scoring position. The AI is actually catching up.
So it looks like, I don't know if that's actually Andrew Alpha or not.
It could be.
Oh, I think it is.
Yeah, that's Andrew. Oh!
A little bit too close. Right, so Shane has already dropped the second back to Brezina. So what, if Brezina gets a penalty now, Shane just needs to keep it within 3 seconds of Brezina, and then he would have got Josh as well, so he can still look for 3rd if he he can still look for 3rd if Brezina gets a penalty.
Oh, Andrew Alpha's challenging Jace Lee into turn 1. He really needs this.
I think, yeah, that is Andrew, isn't it, bro?
Andrew Alpha's trying to get 8th place back after losing it, and losing a load of positions after the game kicking him out. Rapid Sprays, however, is slowly gaining on the leading car of WR Peanut. Peanut, however, is still 1/10 of a second up on Rapid Sprays, so he still leads the race, even with the penalty.
Yeah, exactly. So look at the gap now.
Oh my god!
Go.
And we begin the final lap of the Japanese Grand Prix. Peanut leads, Rapid Spray 2nd, Josh 3rd.
Sorry.
This is nuts.
Oh my god, look at the gap.
This is going down to the wire between WOR Peanut and Rapid Sprays.
Exactly. Oh my god, look at the gap.
Oh, this is so close! This is so close! If Rapid Sprays wins after being spun out,
Think.
I'd actually have to give it to Rapid Sprays if it was
Why?
driver of the day. If Rapid Sprays wins this, because he got spun out. He got set back to 7th. and came back and gets second, maybe even a win. In my opinion, because the warning might have been awarded for maybe contact with another car, not strictly a penalty. No, it's not strictly a warning due to exceeding track limits or man with a cash. I think he's retiring.
I am there. You're in all the need.
It's reduced! It's reduced! We're getting to the bitter wire! Down to 130! We'll go aboard with WR Peanut! Here it comes! Here it comes! The important moment in the chicane! Peanut goes out of the final corner, goes round across the line. Peanut will win the Japanese Grand Prix, but he has an unserved 5-second time penalty! Rapid Space wins the Japanese Grand Prix! By 15 thousandths of a second! Oh my god! Josh gets third. Bresner moves up to third. Oh, I think I went to Bresner. Driver of the day to Bresner. Oh
No.
Oh my god! Ferrari on top.
There's people saying Tomic for driver of the day, Shane driver of the day.
Oh yeah, JC said a 5-second penalty.
Oh my god.
So shall we say joint between Shane and Bresner?
Rapid driver of the day, Brazilian driver of the day. Oh my god.
I'd say joint driver of the day to Shane and Bresner.
Okay. Yeah, it's Vettel's driver of the Shane. Stop doing joint. Verstappen, just leave me alone. Oh my god. Right. Any party. Brazilians don't have a mic. Should we get someone else in there?
We'll do a vote right now. Starting from this moment, we're going to vote. Whoever votes the most will get driver of the day. We'll leave it to the chat because it's between Bresner and Shane
now.
So I got 1, 2 to Bresner, 3.
Rapid's knocked out, then comes back. So
2 to Shane, 4 to Bresner, 5 to Bresner, 3 to Shane. We'll go over the classification for the session. Meanwhile, everyone votes and Element will keep track.
Wait,
Brundle gets dead last.
Wait, so let me start again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. 4, 5.
I think we're going to have to give it to Shane then. Driver of the day to Shane. Brundle 14th, Peppermeat 13th, Mount Cash 12th, 11th is Seal, both racing point, not scoring any points today, a disappointing day for them. Agreeable 10th, Andrew Alpha gets 9th, so he gets some points on the table. Jace the 8th, Schumacher 7th, and losing out with some massive points to his championship rival. Lukey 6th, Josh 5th, Shane 4th, Bresner 3rd with a podium after an impressive start and climb. Peanut 2nd, and Rapid Spray's only just taking it with the race win.
Oh my god, what a race. People say Rom's put Brundle driver of the day. Oh my god.
So we'll get Shane in as well.
I generally don't know what to think about this race. I'm a little bit shocked. Come on, Shane, join the party, will you please?
My hands are shaking.
Your hands are shaking, you should have heard me, mate. Yeah, Shane, alright. I'll do...
Alright. You do Peanut, I'll do Rapid Sprays, and then you interview Shane.
Okay.
Okay, I'll let you take it away.
Rapids, hello. I mean, you had a great race. You had a great qualifying as well. You had a bit of a problem at the start. Well, not the start, halfway through it or something. I mean... You touched, I think, was it the curb or you touched Schumacher? You went sideways.
Yeah, I was
unfortunately,
going
with the
side by
cash.
side with Schumacher through the.
Yeah.
I went to the inside, but then I was like, I'm not having what happened in Spa, so I backed off a bit. I think I touched too much of the curb, and then I was around. I slammed on the brakes, but I don't think there was anything I could have done differently. But then it was just sort of a recovery from there.
Yeah, I mean, it was unfortunate one with the cash. You had nowhere to go. I mean, you did really well to come back to second. That was a great. I mean, to win. Sorry, to win. That was a great job from you, mate. I don't really know what to say. I don't know what's happening. This race has just been so weird. But yeah.
I mean, after
How you feeling for the next race?
spinning,
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't really know. I mean, like, I don't even know what track it is.
So the next one is Mexico, mate.
God knows.
Okay, mate.
I lost my words at the point.
I mean, all I can say, mate, is GG's from handling a bit of a scrap with Schumacher, and then bringing it back for a race win there. Did you know that Peanut had a 5-second time penalty?
Well, I had my teammate in the party, and I don't know what happened to him. Did he do it over the bump? I don't really know where he retired.
We don't know either, mate.
He was my teammate turned race engineer, so as soon as I heard him scream, Peanut's got a 5-second time penalty. I've never been in Zen mode in my life.
Mate,
That's probably
well
the
done,
hardest I've pushed, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
GG's
the
to the
gap
rest
was
of the
always
guys.
between 5 seconds, and then the last corner, it was literally 5,000 or something like that. But well done, mate, on the win. Great job from you.
15 thousandths of a
That's it.
second.
That's it.
That's the closest finish I've ever seen.
That is the closest finish I've ever seen
I mean, I feel for
in
Peanut.
RSF1 of all time.
I do feel for Peanut because I probably know exactly where he's got the penalty, and he was leading the race by a mile from probably after he got past the two that stayed out in the safety car period. He was miles gone.
Yeah. But well done, mate. Congratulations on the win. Do you have any questions, Primus, for Rapids?
No. I do have to say though that you have pleased the Ferrari fan. My brother-in-law is literally just was freaking out on the final lap, and then the moment you won, he instantly just like freaked out and he had to walk out the room to get his breath back. So, well done.
If you were in
I
my
guess
party,
I
you would have heard it.
I was going to interview Rapid
Sprays,
Sprays, but I was going to interview Rapid Sprays, but look, Element jumped to you instead of Peanut, so I'll do Peanut instead.
Element, we all know Element loves the Ferrari
right.
drivers.
Shut up.
But yeah, congratulations, Rapid Sprays, for your second race win of the season. Now we move on to WR Peanut. So Peanut, I know right now your emotions are a little bit mixed. You got second place, which is still very good, but that 5-second time penalty really did hurt. And at the end, you started to lose the time to Rapid Sprays. But from start to that point, you was commanding like crazy. But then the virtual safety car and the other safety car, you know, it didn't do you any good, didn't it?
Nah, safety cars didn't do me proud today. It's doing alright. Well, I just want to, first off, I just want to apologise to Seal. That just oversteer at the wrong moment, and yeah, that's why Seal went off at turn 1, if you wanted to know.
Okay.
Yeah, so I touched his side tyre, and then, well, I was saving the car, and then, yeah, I just went straight into him. So, apologies to Seal, if you see this, apologies. But I don't know, I'm happy but disappointed in myself, really. I don't know. I'm just befuddled.
Yeah, I was going to say definitely mixed feelings, but I'll tell you what, mate, second place is still very, very good. Unfortunately, you did miss out on a very close margin between you and Rapid Sprays, but the thing is like, you still got a podium today. You know, Lukey struggled, your teammate, but you got yourself some good points for Williams. You managed to beat both the Alfa Romeos. You know, you come in second, beating Tomic Bresner. I think actually this will help you in the championship battle against the Racing Point, because both of them didn't score today. So this will help your battle with them as well.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess that helps going up the leaderboard. I'm shocked I got agreeable racing to turn 1. I was not expecting to get that until I went to the right. And then she's backed off, so that was nice.
And Mexico next. How are you feeling about the Mexican Grand Prix?
In the past, it's been great for me.
You're hoping it's going to be the same today?
Hopefully it'll be the same.
Next week.
I'll hopefully be the same. Hopefully.
Oh, okay. Well, Element, do you have any questions for WR Peanut before I hand you over to Shane?
No, mate, just unlucky today. I mean, well done and unlucky. That 5 seconds on penalty was a bit too much for a corner cut. But it happens sometimes, and you were pushing so much. It wasn't meant to be by the looks of things today. But you had a great race, and you had some great battles today as well, mate.
Yeah.
So, congratulations, bud. Shane, are you there?
I'm here, mate, yeah.
Good. So Shane, all right, quality should be safe for you. Got in the top 10. I think you got like P7, P6, something like that.
P6.
Yeah, P6. And then in the race, you were sort of in the race. You weren't really battling with a lot of people. You were just sort of in your own little area, just trying to keep up, trying to keep the guys behind you at bay. So how was your race?
Yeah, it was all right. I'm happy with fourth, mate. I've got no pace whatsoever. Round there, my pace was terrible, so I was happy with fourth. I just didn't have enough to try and battle Brazina at the end. I hadn't got any fuel left. I had to fuel save the last couple of laps, so I knew I'd got Josh on penalties. But yeah, well, more done to Brazina. Good drive from him. I think he was to start 12th, didn't he? I think. Picked up third.
Yeah, and then he
should have got driver of the day, to be fair.
Well, we voted. We put the vote on the chat between you or Brazina, and everyone voted you. So there you go. So congratulations on the job today, bud.
Thank you to all my fans. One from Porter.
Anyway, how you feeling for Mexico, bud?
I like Mexico. Good track.
Yeah.
Bonus is as well, because I know Patronus is watching. He can't take me out like he has done in a previous race. At Mexico.
Let's not talk about it, mate. But anyway, well done today, mate. You had a really good race with everything that's happened. So congratulations on driving today as well. Promise you have any questions for Mr. Shane?
No, after seeing your performance today, you did really, really well. Taking advantage of the safety cars, just congratulations on getting driver of the day and a nice well-earned P4. There's some handy points for you. But yeah, well done, Shane. Let's go over the the race results one last time before me and Element can go unwind and relax. Getting third place was Tomek Bresner, who now extends his championship lead against Schumacher. I think if Bresner can keep on getting good positions ahead of Schumacher, I think he might be wrapping up the championship very soon. Then in second place, missing out by just 15 thousandths of a second, was WR Peanut, and then the race lead and win is being taken away by Rapid Sprays in the Ferrari, and then taking driver of the day is RSF1 Shane, due to the majority vote in the chat. And Element, hell of a day. Hell of a day. Really good racing today. I'm very proud of F2 for giving us such really good battles. Yeah, we'll see you guys in Mexico. If you want to see any more F2 action, if you want to see any more Japanese Grand Prix action, however, please tune in at 8 PM tomorrow on Twitch TV, RSF1 Racing, and you'll be able to see the F4 division duke it out there. But anyways, please, everyone, take care, stay safe. We will beat this virus if we all keep on following the rules. Luckily, the cases are going down, but we can't get too careless. We don't want them to go back up again. So, yeah, anyways, stay safe, everyone. Keep in contact with your loved ones. Make sure they're okay, and friends, because I'm pretty sure lockdown will be having a very horrible effect on their mental output. So please be sure to check on them, make sure they're okay. Anyways, take care, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.